The shocking truth about air fryers that the industry doesn't want you to know. Is your air fryer really protecting your health? Or is there something dangerous that no one is telling you? Why are millions of Americans trading in their traditional fryers for these mystery machines? Is there a conspiracy by the food industry to hide the true risks of these devices? Today, you will find out the complete truth about air fryers. I'm going to reveal 3 proven scientific benefits that can save your life. But I'm also going to expose 5 dangerous myths and 3 real risks that few know about. You'll find out why your digestion improves dramatically when you ditch traditional frying. How a simple swap can shave 300 calories off your meal without sacrificing taste. And why this technology reduces by 90% a carcinogen feared by doctors. In the end, you will have all the information based on scientific studies to make the right decision. Let's get started. The secret behind the technology that is revolutionizing American kitchens. Air fryers have conquered millions of American households in the last 5 years. These machines utilize a fascinating technology based on forced convection of hot air. An internal fan circulates heated air at high speed around the food. The temperature can reach up to 400 degrees Fahrenheit inside the closed enclosure. This process creates an even circulation that cooks food on all sides simultaneously. The result is an external crunchy texture, similar to traditional frying. However, this crunchiness is achieved without submerging the food in hot oil. The air fryer essentially bakes food while simulating the effects of frying. Some advanced models combine this technology with upper and lower heating elements. This innovation is completely transforming the way Americans cook at home. The chemical process behind this technology is known as the Maillard reaction. This reaction creates the characteristic flavors and aromas of golden, crunchy foods. The crucial difference is that this happens without the need for large amounts of fat. Many users report that they achieve satisfactory results using just 1 teaspoon of oil. Some foods can be prepared completely without the addition of external fat. The technology allows precise control of temperature and cooking time. This ensures consistent results that are difficult to achieve with traditional methods. But is this culinary revolution really as safe as it seems? 1. The miracle of the 300 calories. You eliminate without realizing it. The calorie reduction provided by air fryers is truly impressive for many Americans. A single tablespoon of vegetable oil contains approximately 120 calories. In traditional frying, food can absorb between 10 to 30% of the oil used. This means that a serving of French fries can absorb 300 to 500 extra calories. To put that in perspective, 100 grams of raw potatoes contain only 80 calories. But those same potatoes, when fried traditionally, can contain more than 350 calories. This represents an increase of more than 400% in calorie content. A study published in the Journal of Food Science in 2015 revealed surprising data. Potatoes prepared in air fryers contained 75% less fat than those fried in oil. This reduction translates directly into a significant decrease in calories consumed daily. For an average American family, this can save 1,000 calories per week. Over the course of a year, this difference can result in weight loss of 15 to 20 pounds. Obesity affects more than 40% of the American adult population today. Small changes like this can have a dramatic impact on national public health. In addition to calorie reduction, there are benefits related to the satiety of food. Foods prepared in the air fryer better maintain their original nutritional structure. This means that you feel satisfied with smaller portions of food. Excess fat in traditional frying can interfere with the body's satiety signals. Consequently, you end up eating more than you really need to feel full. But the caloric issue is just the tip of the iceberg of the benefits of air fryers. Are you ready to discover how this technology can revolutionize your digestion? 2. Why your digestion will thank you when you ditch traditional frying. The American digestive system is suffering a silent epidemic of gastrointestinal problems. More than 70 million Americans report regular food-related digestive problems. Traditional frying is one of the main culprits for these widespread digestive disorders. When you consume high-fat foods, your stomach has to work a lot harder. Fats take significantly longer to digest than carbohydrates or proteins. This results in feelings of heaviness, bloating, and prolonged abdominal discomfort after meals. Many people experience acid reflux, heartburn, and even nausea after consuming fried foods. Excess fat can remain in the stomach for up to 6 hours. Foods prepared in the air fryer are digested much faster by the body. The lower amount of fat allows the stomach to process food efficiently. This results in less gastric acid production and significantly reduced reflux. People suffering from irritable bowel syndrome report considerable improvement in symptoms. The gut microbiota also benefits enormously from this dietary change. Beneficial gut bacteria thrive when there is less saturated fat in the diet. A study by Stanford University showed that excessive fried foods negatively alter the microbiota. This alteration is associated with mood problems, low immunity, and chronic inflammation. Participants who cut back on traditional air fryer fried foods reported more energy during the day. Many experienced improved sleep quality and reduced post-meal sleepiness. More efficient digestion also allows for better absorption of essential vitamins and minerals. This means that you get more nutritional benefits from the same foods you consume. For older Americans, this digestive improvement can be especially significant and transformative. Aging naturally decreases digestive efficiency, making this change even more valuable. But the digestive benefits are only part of a much deeper story. Did you know that there is a carcinogen that you can drastically reduce? 3. The carcinogen you reduce by 90%. Acrylamide is one of the substances most feared by American public health experts. This chemical is classified as a probable carcinogen by the United States Department of Health. It forms naturally when carbohydrate-rich foods are heated above 240 degrees. Traditional frying produces alarming amounts of acrylamide in potatoes, breads, and other foods. Epidemiological studies connect acrylamide to increased risks of breast and ovarian cancer. There is also evidence of an association with kidney, endometrial, and nervous system cancers. The International Agency for Research on Cancer classifies acrylamide as Group 2A. This means that there is enough evidence that it is carcinogenic in laboratory animals. Air fryers represent a revolution in reducing this dangerous substance in food. Research shows that air fryers produce up to 90% less acrylamide than traditional fried foods. This massive reduction is due to the lower temperatures and cooking times used. The most comprehensive study was conducted by Harvard University in 2020. They compared fries in oil at 350 degrees with an air fryer at 320. The difference in acrylamide formation was 88% in favor of the air fryer. For a family that consumes fried foods 3 times a week, this represents a dramatic reduction in exposure. Over the course of a lifetime, this difference can mean a substantial reduction in the risk of cancer. In addition to acrylamide, air fryers also reduce the formation of acrolein and other toxic compounds. Acrolein is responsible for the characteristic odor of burnt oil and is highly irritating. This substance can cause irritation of the respiratory tract and is associated with cardiovascular disease. Professional cooks constantly exposed to these fumes show higher rates of respiratory problems. Air fryers virtually eliminate exposure to these toxic fumes during cooking. This makes the kitchen a safer environment for the entire American family. The reduction of oxidizing substances also contributes to healthier aging and longevity. But are all these benefits real, or are there studies that contradict these claims? 4. What labs have discovered about this culinary revolution? American laboratories have been conducting extensive research on air fryers for the past 10 years. Cornell University has published one of the most comprehensive studies in 2022. They compared 9 different cooking methods in terms of nutritional retention and food safety. Air fryers have been shown to preserve significantly more vitamins than traditional fried foods and even conventional ovens. Vitamin C, B complex, and antioxidants were better preserved when compared to other methods. The study also looked at the formation of advanced glycation end products known as AGEs. These compounds are strongly associated with accelerated aging and chronic diseases. Air fryers produced 40% fewer AGEs than traditional oil frying. The controlled temperature and reduced cooking time are responsible for this advantage. Mayo Clinic researchers have conducted studies on the cardiovascular impact of these cooking methods. Participants who replaced traditional fried foods with air fryers showed improvement in cholesterol levels. There was an average reduction of 15% in LDL cholesterol after 3 months of use. They also observed a decrease in inflammatory markers, such as C-reactive protein and interleukin-6. The National Institutes of Health has funded research on food safety with air fryers. They found that air fryers are more effective at eliminating pathogenic bacteria than some traditional methods. The uniform circulation of hot air ensures that the entire food surface reaches a safe temperature. This significantly reduces the risk of food poisoning from Salmonella and E. coli. Bioavailability studies have shown that nutrients in vegetables are better absorbed after air frying. Controlled heating breaks down cell walls without completely destroying the bioactive compounds. This is especially important for carotenoids in orange and red vegetables. Lycopene in tomatoes and beta-carotene in carrots become more bioavailable after air frying. However, not all research shows only positive aspects of this technology. Some studies have identified specific concerns that every consumer should be aware of. But before we address these risks, you need to know some dangerous myths. Did you know that there is a lie that the food industry wants you to believe? 5. The lie the food industry wants you to believe. The processed food industry is promoting a dangerous lie about air fryers. They want you to believe that any food becomes healthy when prepared in these machines. This statement is completely false and can lead to extremely harmful food choices. Ultra-processed foods continue to be harmful regardless of the preparation method used. Industrialized chicken nuggets, frozen fries, and pizza remain harmful foods. These products contain preservatives, artificial colors, excess sodium, and trans fats. Air fryers can't eliminate these harmful ingredients from ultra-processed foods. Many companies are launching specific lines of air fryer foods that are pure marketing. These products often contain more chemical additives than their traditional versions. The promise of healthier is used to justify higher prices with no real benefits. Studies show that consumers who buy these specific products tend to consume more calories. This happens because they develop a false sense of security about their food choices. The real advantage of air fryers is in preparing fresh, natural food. Vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains are the foods that really benefit from this technology. Fresh potatoes cut at home are completely different from ultra-processed frozen potatoes. The nutritional difference between these products can be more than 300%. Aggressive marketing also promises that air fryers completely eliminate the need for oil. This is partially true, but many foods still benefit from small amounts of healthy fats. A spritz of extra virgin olive oil can significantly improve the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins. The problem arises when people use this technology to justify unbalanced diets. Healthy eating requires variety, including raw, cooked, roasted, and air fryer foods. No cooking technology alone can make up for a diet low in essential nutrients. American health professionals warn against the magic bullet mentality related to air fryers. Nutrition education remains the most important factor for truly healthy eating. But there is another, even more dangerous myth that needs to be debunked immediately. You'll discover the shocking truth about what really goes on inside these machines. 6. The shocking truth about what really happens inside the machine. Many people mistakenly believe that air fryers actually fry food without oil. This misunderstanding leads to unrealistic expectations about taste, texture, and results. The truth is that air fryers are essentially compact and powerful convection ovens. They bake food using forced circulation of hot air at high speed. The process does not involve submersion in hot fat, as in true traditional frying. Therefore, air fryers will never be able to replicate the texture of traditional frying exactly. This difference is especially noticeable in foods such as donuts, tempura, or fish and chips. The unique texture of traditional frying comes from the formation of a vapor barrier between the oil and the food. This barrier allows the inside to cook in its own steam, while the outside crisps up. Air fryers create crispiness by superficially dehydrating food. This results in a different texture, that some people consider inferior to traditional frying. Understanding this difference is crucial to having realistic expectations about the results. Many users are disappointed when they discover that air fryer fried chicken has the texture of roast. Deceptive marketing contributes to these unrealistic expectations about machine performance. The word fryer in the name is technically incorrect and should be air roaster. This semantic confusion leads millions of Americans to buy air fryers with wrong expectations. When used correctly, air fryers produce excellent results that are unique and satisfying. The problem arises when people expect it to completely replace traditional frying. For foods such as vegetables, lean proteins, and fresh potatoes, the results are exceptional. But for recipes that rely specifically on the chemistry of frying in oil, the results are different. Accepting this reality allows you to use the air fryer as effectively as possible. Now that you know the truth about how it works, we need to address security concerns. There is a silent danger that may be lurking in your kitchen right now. 7. The silent danger that may be lurking in your kitchen. Millions of air fryers have been recalled from the US market due to serious safety defects. The Consumer Product Safety Commission has documented more than 200 cases of dangerous overheating. Some models had electrical failures that resulted in devastating house fires. The most common problem involves faulty wiring that can cause short circuits and sparks. Popular brands such as Insignia, Power XL, and some versions of Cosori have been officially recalled. These defects have caused at least 23 documented residential fires. Warning signs include burning odors, visible sparks, or excessive heating of the outside. If your air fryer has any of these symptoms, it should be unplugged immediately. The risk is especially high on models manufactured between 2018 and 2020. Checking the serial number on the manufacturer's website is essential to confirm that your model is safe. Even non-recalled templates can present risks if not used correctly. Electrical overload is common when air fryers are plugged into outlets shared with other appliances. High electrical demand can overload old home circuits. Always plug your air fryer into a dedicated outlet with adequate capacity. Improper cleaning can also create fire hazards due to grease buildup. Charred food residues can ignite during use at high temperatures. Regular maintenance is crucial to prevent accidents and ensure safe operation. Another risk involves burns from hot steam that escapes when you open the air fryer. Superheated steam can cause severe burns if you don't take proper precautions. Always open the basket slowly and keep your face away from the opening. Children should be kept away from operating air fryers due to the risk of burns. Comparatively, air fryers are still safer than traditional hot oil fryers, but that doesn't mean they should be used without awareness of the risks involved. In addition to mechanical hazards, there is another hazard that may be contaminating your food. Do you know what toxic chemical may be being released directly into your food? 8. The toxic chemical that may be contaminating your food. The non-stick coating on many air fryers contains extremely hazardous chemicals. Perfluoroalkyl compounds, known as PFAS, are used in most non-stick coatings. These substances are called forever chemicals because they never degrade in the environment. PFAS are associated with cancer, fertility problems, liver disease, and hormonal disorders. The U.S. Environmental Protection Agency classifies PFAS as emerging contaminants of concern. When heated above 500 degrees, these coatings can release toxic fumes. Air fryers often operate at temperatures that can cause degradation of these compounds. Scratches on the nonstick coating significantly accelerate the release of PFAS into food. Many users do not realize when the coating is damaged and continue using it normally. Microscopic PFAS particles can be ingested directly with food. These substances accumulate in the human body and can remain for decades. Studies show that 98% of Americans have detectable PFAS in their blood. Air fryers with damaged coatings contribute significantly to this widespread contamination. Chronic exposure to PFAS is linked to reduced immune function and vaccine resistance. Safe alternatives include air fryers with stainless steel or ceramic coatings. These materials do not release chemicals even when heated to high temperatures. Although they are more expensive, they represent an important investment in family health in the long term. Regularly checking the condition of the coating is essential for continued safe use. Any peeling, scratching, or discoloration indicates that the air fryer should be replaced immediately. Cooking on damaged surfaces can be more dangerous than using traditional fried foods. Unfortunately, most manufacturers do not clearly inform consumers about these risks. But there is still another problem that persists even with the safest air fryers. A substance that still remains present, even with all this advanced technology. 9. The substance that still remains even with the new technology. Although air fryers drastically reduce acrylamide, they do not completely eliminate this dangerous substance. Any heating of carbohydrate-rich foods above 240 degrees produces acrylamide. This means that potatoes, breads, cereals, and other foods still form acrylamide in air fryers. The amount is significantly lower, but not zero as some people believe. For families who consume these foods daily, the cumulative exposure is still worrying. Children are especially vulnerable to the effects of acrylamide due to their lower body weight. Studies show that American children have exposure to acrylamide 3 times higher than adults per pound of weight. This is because they consume proportionally more chips, biscuits, and cereals. Air fryers can give a false sense of security to parents concerned about infant feeding. The 90% reduction still leaves 10% of the original substance in the food. For occasional use, this poses minimal risk to most healthy people. But for intensive daily use, cumulative exposure can be significant over the years. Higher temperatures and extended cooking times increase acrylamide formation. Many inexperienced users tend to over-brown food for added crispiness. This practice can increase acrylamide formation above levels considered safe. Education about proper temperatures and timings is crucial to minimize this risk. Foods that get too dark or burnt contain dangerous levels of acrylamide. The ideal color is light gold, not dark brown or black. US regulators have yet to set official limits for acrylamide in household foods. This leaves consumers without clear guidelines on safe exposure. Research continues to investigate the long-term effects of reduced but continued exposure to acrylamide. Until we have more data, moderation and proper techniques are the best strategy. Fortunately, there are proven scientific methods to further reduce this substance. Do you want to discover the 5 secrets that no one tells you to eliminate toxins? 10. The 5 secrets that no one tells you to eliminate toxins. Scientifically proven strategies can reduce the formation of toxins by up to 80%. The first secret involves pre-treating food before cooking in the air fryer. Soaking cut potatoes in ice water for 30 minutes removes reducing sugars from the surface. These sugars are primarily responsible for the formation of acrylamide during heating. Drying the potatoes thoroughly after bathing is essential to prevent oil splashes. This simple method can reduce acrylamide by up to 60%. The second secret is to add fresh rosemary before cooking. Rosemary contains powerful antioxidants like rosmarinic acid and carnosol. These compounds actively inhibit the chemical reactions that form acrylamide. Studies from the University of Kansas have shown a 40% reduction in acrylamide with rosemary. Other herbs like thyme and oregano also offer similar protection. The third secret lies in the precise control of the temperature during cooking. Reduce the temperature by 20 to 30 degrees and increase the time slightly. This allows for even cooking without forming excessive amounts of toxic compounds. The extra patience results in safer food without sacrificing taste. The fourth secret involves avoiding excessive browning of food. Light golden color is the ideal goal, not dark brown or black. Burnt foods contain extremely high levels of multiple carcinogens. Stopping cooking at the right time takes practice, but is critical to safety. The fifth secret is to vary cooking methods throughout the week. Using air fryers only 3 to 4 times a week reduces cumulative exposure. Combining with steam, boiling, slow cooking, and raw foods creates a balanced diet. No single cooking method should completely dominate your feed. These secrets are based on decades of research at renowned American universities. Implementing them consistently can significantly reduce your exposure to food toxins. The combination of all 5 methods provides maximum protection for your family. But there's still one last crucial consideration before you make your choice: how to choose the ideal air fryer that will protect your health to the fullest. 11. The ultimate guide to choosing your secret weapon in the kitchen. Choosing the right air fryer can mean the difference between benefits and risks to your health. The first essential criterion is to check the type of inner lining of the basket. Completely avoid models with traditional non-stick coatings containing PFAS. Look specifically for air fryers with stainless steel baskets or ceramic coating. Although they are more expensive, the investment in family health is incalculable in the long run. Always check if the model you are considering has been recalled for safety defects. The Consumer Product Safety Commission website maintains an up-to-date list of recalled products. Adequate capacity is crucial to avoid overloading and uneven cooking of food. For families of 4, models from 6 to 8 bedrooms are ideal. Smaller families can use 3 to 5 bedroom models without any problems. Precise temperature controls are essential to implement toxin reduction strategies. Look for models that allow adjustments in increments of 5 degrees or less. Programmable timers prevent overcooking that increases the formation of dangerous compounds. Automatic shutoff features are essential to prevent domestic accidents. Ease of cleaning directly impacts food safety and durability of the equipment. Removable baskets that are dishwasher safe facilitate proper maintenance. Buildup of residues can create fire hazards and bacterial contamination. Brands with a track record of quality and customer support offer greater peace of mind. Warranties of at least 2 years indicate the manufacturer's confidence in durability. Avoid excessively cheap models that may use inferior or hazardous materials. Investing in initial quality avoids replacement costs and future health risks. Additional resources such as pre-programs may be useful, but not essential. The most important thing is reliable basic functionality with safe materials. Read user reviews focusing specifically on safety and durability issues. Now you have all the information you need to make the most important decision. 12. The decision that can transform your health forever. It's time to decide if air fryers deserve a place in your American kitchen. Based on all the scientific evidence presented, the answer is a qualified yes. Air fryers offer genuine and significant benefits when used correctly and safely. Reducing 300 to 500 calories per meal can transform your cardiovascular health. Digestive improvements especially benefit people with chronic gastrointestinal problems. The 90% reduction in acrylamide represents real protection against cancer. However, air fryers are not the magic bullet that marketing wants you to believe. They are valuable tools that must be integrated into a comprehensive food strategy. Ultra-processed foods remain harmful regardless of the preparation method used. Focusing on fresh, natural, and minimally processed ingredients is always key. Safety depends crucially on choosing models with suitable materials and appropriate maintenance. Toxic coatings and defective equipment can cause more harm than good. Education on correct use is as important as the quality of the equipment chosen. For most American families, air fryers represent a significant improvement in food quality. They make it easy to prepare healthy meals without sacrificing taste or convenience. This is especially valuable in a country where fast food dominates the diets of millions. Air fryers can be the first step in reconnecting families with healthy home cooking. Children who grow up watching parents prepare fresh food develop better eating habits. This can break generational cycles of obesity and diet-related diseases. The initial investment pays for itself quickly through savings on restaurants and medical health care. Families that cook more at home spend an average of $1,500 less annually. Not to mention the incalculable benefits of better health and quality of life. Your decision today could influence your family's health for decades to come. Air fryers, when chosen and used wisely, are powerful allies on this journey. Don't let fear of risk stop you from enjoying the real benefits. But also, don't ignore the necessary precautions for convenience or economy. Invest in quality, educate yourself about safe use, and integrate this technology consciously. Your health deserves this careful attention and investment in science-based knowledge. The future of your food is literally in your hands right now. Choose wisely, cook consciously, and enjoy the benefits of healthier living. Always remember to consult with qualified healthcare professionals before making significant dietary changes. Your journey to healthier eating starts with the next meal you prepare.